As I promised you in last week's video, I'm going to share with you 3 elements of consumption. And if you haven't watched the first video, just leave me a comment below and I'll make sure to send you the link so you can go over it. Consumption is a matter of 3 elements. The first thing is intimidation. The second thing is isolation. And the third thing is implementation. And I'll explain that in a little bit more detail. What happens when anyone gets a product, for instance? Supposing you got a product like Photoshop. You bought into it, you're all excited, and you're ready to go. And then you open up the program. You're looking at the screen, and it's all of a sudden completely intimidating. There's all these toolbars, all these drop downs, all these kinds of things, and that's the first thing that happens. Right after the excitement of buying a product or service, everyone gets intimidated. And very, very few of us can go past that intimidation because you learn how to do the second thing, which is isolation. Now, people who are exceedingly good, who we tend to call talented, for example, are really people who have worked out all isolated things. What they do is they have learned a pattern of isolating. For the rest of us who are not able to isolate, the creator has to isolate things. So you go from intimidation, and then to remove intimidation, you have to isolate things. To give you an example, if you're giving a presentation and you've got 1 hour of content, instead of making you listen to 1 hour of content, I give you a small preview, maybe the night before, maybe in the form of notes or something, maybe like 10 pages or 5 pages. And those are meant to remove that intimidation because that's the whole problem. When you get Photoshop, you're intimidated. If on the other hand, I show you one simple thing that you can do in Photoshop, that's going to remove 1 layer of intimidation. And that's called isolation. That takes us to the third part, which is implementation. Now, once I isolate something and I make it easy for you, then it's very simple for you to go and to implement it. So those are the 3 stages of consumption. Now, if you look at history, because a lot of stuff people talk about today, which is, social media or vlogging or whatever, it's all just media. The first time radio or TV came along, people said, wow, this is great media. It's very useful to attract clients, very useful to get people interested in you when you convert them. That's a little tricky. But the biggest problem with conversion is that, of course, a lot of people don't know how to make you consume whatever it is that you bought. Now, the second biggest problem is that for a marketer, for a producer, for someone who's creating a product or a service, the most expensive part of the deal is getting the customer to buy the first time. Now, a lot of clients might be on our list for maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year, even 3 years, and never buy anything. The first purchase that they make is the most expensive for us, technically speaking. So the first sale is the most expensive. Therefore, it's only profitable for you when people keep coming back. But the problem is, how would they know that they have to come back? Now you say, logically, I've got great products, I've got other products, I've got other services. They should come back. But we're so busy in today's world that we may never notice these products, or we may notice these products or services and do them randomly, or not get where we don't even get the full benefits. That's where you need to implement sequential selling. What sequential selling does is it makes sure that you know at the start, hey, you are here, and you're going here, and then you're going here next. It's like those, you are here signs that you see sometimes. That philosophy needs to be taken into your services and your products. The customer doesn't know what to do next or what should be done next. Now, of course, you'll try to sell them everything, and they get intimidated by that, so you can only sell them one thing at a time. But they still need to know where they are in the whole sequence of things. To let them know where they are in the sequence of things, you have to create what is a sequential sale, which means you are here, this is what you need to do, this is what's going on next. So basically, sequential is what we call sequential selling. You need to create a pathway so when customers come there, they know exactly, okay, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3, and they all follow these steps. Now, this is not something new. If you look into religion, you'll find the same thing. And I'm not trying to offend anyone here. I just want to give some examples. For instance, if you're looking into the Catholic Church, you'll find that there's a passageway. There's a baptism, there's a Holy Communion, confirmation, and it goes on. Then at some point, it lets you do whatever you feel like, but there's a rite of passage, as it were. The same thing would apply to any organization that understands sequential selling. So they will create step 1, they'll create step 2, step 3, and really that's what it is, laying out all of your products and services in a way that you know what you're going to do next, with a client. And the client knows exactly what they're going to do next with you. Now, if you like this so far, make sure to check out part 2 next week, where I talk about the 2 techniques to sell to people and how Apple uses consumption and sequential selling. I would also love to hear if you have any questions, just leave me a comment below, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. And keep an eye out for that next video.